Hey everyone, let's take a look at the LEGO Ninjago Lloyd's Race Car EVO set for 2022. This set comes with 3 minifigures and a side build that is itself a full-on working vehicle that carries just as many figures as this bigger one does. But we'll look at all that separately. Right now I want to start out with, of course, the main thing, as I always do, the main build. This is significantly smaller than many of the single-seat Ninjago cars that we've gotten, oversized cars that we've gotten in the past. And it does use the EVO system where you go through multiple stages of build, which is intended to help kids who want to be able to start playing very quickly while still encouraging them to move forward. So you start off with a build that does not have most of the stuff on top, doesn't have any of the add-ons on the front or the back or the sides. It's very, very basic, and then you add on some stuff, but not including the last gold bits and the wing, and it looks a little bit better. And you basically just build a piece of the car, and then it's good to play with, and then you build a little bit more to add on to it, and then you end up at this point. And this point, I think, looks pretty respectable. It's a very, very fine toy. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this as a toy. It's got, I don't know, something about these wheels and these tires. There's just so much traction with them. I appreciate that. It makes it feel like it really sticks to the ground. If you really get into the play of it, if especially for kids that are into some of the more technical stuff of physics, even if they don't understand physics just yet, just thinking about it and imagining it and trying to figure out how things really work in life, this just feels like it would be a high performance thing, and it would be able to take turns really well, and it would have a lot of downforce with the big wing. I'm not a big fan of the front end here. The front end is weird with the plate exposed with the studs like that. I'm not all into that. It does have stud shooters on the front, the modern combination stud and tile shooters. This is a gunmetal gray colored intake scoop here, and then this is a first generation from the 6-wide era, Speed Champions windscreen in clear. I believe it's the first time it's ever been in clear. You got the single printed console under there. And there's a banner here at the back, which can be attached to the Dojo Temple set. You take the whole thing off. This can be angled a bit. You can also remove this entirely if you want to use it kind of as its own thing, like a boomerang sort of thing. And that's just about it. This comes up to get you a figure into the inside. Person does get sat there completely centered, and that really is just it. Do note that there are a fair number of stickers on this thing. I'll show you the sticker sheet later on, but some of those stickers I felt were not particularly useful. But yeah, this is fine for what it is. It's just not great. It is a little bit mixed up with the color scheme, in my personal opinion. Not 100% a fan of the lime green into the grays. The grays kind of mess me up. The gold is good, but the grays and the lime green, The Bad Guy Machine, on the other hand, is pretty perfect, in my opinion, for its size. I mean, look at that. It's just the simplest thing, but it definitely does the trick. It serves its purpose. It's a 4-wheeled thing. It looks like it's trying to go really fast. It definitely tries hard. The color scheme is not bad there with the orange, the black wheels, and then a little bit of teal, just a little bit of teal in there, almost as a tease. This does use a single sticker going across the center to add a little bit extra detail to it. I suppose you could bring these back, swap the positions front to back of these Exoforce arms versus this little thing here, whatever that's intended to be. I think you're supposed to have controls behind that, or it would have been nice to have handlebars coming out from this just as an option. Reminds me a lot of a Mongoose from the Halo franchise, just very small. Actually, no, you know what? Relative to the size of a minifigure, yeah, it is a bit small, but it works. Here on the left, obviously, is Lloyd, who does come with the hairpiece and the hood in this particular set. So he's got the dual molding between the regular green and the lime there. Still not a big fan of the olive green for the legs, nor of the general graphic design style for this season. Just personal opinion, though. That's definitely very subjective. In the middle is Python Dynamite. I guess I should have given Python Dynamite the dynamite, right, rather than putting it over here. Because on the right is Cobra Mechanic. I like that Cobra Mechanic. I like the simple backpack. It adds on a bunch of stuff, but it's not too big, and it's also not too heavy. So he's not front heavy or back heavy all that much. It's easy to get that figure to actually stand up, which sometimes you can't, especially just think back to Chima, some of the ridiculous weapons, built up weapons that they did for that. And they've done some pretty crazy stuff in the past as well for Ninjago. But that's very reasonable and very respectable in my opinion. There's the alternate face for Lloyd. And that leaves me with these leftover and or extra pieces, including extra tiles for the shooter. It looks like I'm short one of the trans bright green extras there, but the sticker sheet, as I mentioned, has a larger number of stickers on it, I think, for the size of this set. And honestly, 2 of those stickers I liked and the rest I could do without. This cost $30 US, 30, and I think that's fine. I think that's a fine price for this amount of stuff. It's a 6+ set. So, you can't expect total greatness out of it, and it is going to have probably more than usual large pieces. But overall, I'm satisfied with this. Not satisfied with that box art. This shows you the EVO process as you go from the most basic version, and like I like how this works in the manuals. I feel like the graphic design work for the instruction sheets for this series is really nice. But for me, this is probably my favorite thing in the set, followed by this. So the main thing that you're paying for here, that gives it its namesake, I think is the worst thing in the set. It's not bad. And from some angles, I think it looks quite good. Like, see, that's not bad right there. That's not bad at all. But once you start seeing all the stuff and some of the gaps and some of the randomness and the different colors and more of the gray and stuff, it's aesthetically is not as pleasing as would be ideal personally. Yeah, that's really my only issue with it, because it plays perfectly fine. It's a perfectly good toy. The build is perfectly fine for the intended age range. So most of it is good. It just has some fit, not even fit and finish, just color choice and color blocking issues that bother me. I know this could be much better if we just had some color substitutions in there. Those are my thoughts for now. Thank you for watching. I will continue to work diligently to bring you lots more reviews until I'm caught up and working almost exclusively on the city. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more. I'll be back very soon.